wind is out of the northeast at 4 miles per
And
hour.
we're live. Welcome to
Welcome
the
to the
internet.
weekly Wednesday network check-in of the South Central Pennsylvania GMRS.
As promised from last week, this is
November
the
10th,
new week of the GMRS Net.
This is John at WRBW 501.
John's doing just such a wonderful job on the net.
Of 141.3 hertz. Our 180-foot tower is located 2 miles south of Mount Holly Springs, Pennsylvania, on Mount Holly Summit, with coordinates 40 degrees, 5 minutes, 52 seconds north latitude.
I think he's memorized it by now. Do you
77
think?
degrees, 12 minutes, 12 seconds.
I mean, if not,
Great job.
He's got to be
He's
pretty
reading
close.
from a script. He's reading from a script.
5 feet above the
Everything is scripted, John.
The receipt antenna is
I think he's got it memorized.
Monitors 467.625 megahertz. The transmitting antenna is mounted at 140 feet.
I don't even have live chat up here. Right now. What's wrong with me?
0.625 megahertz.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
You've checked in within the past
where to
4
start?
weeks. I will announce your call sign.
Well, I'm hanging out with all the
To
misfits here,
respond,
so.
please include your name and location.
So we're not just hanging out with you.
Late or missed stations.
I'm actually picking John up on my Icom, but it's not it's just breaking my squelch, and it's really quiet.
You're hearing the repeater, or?
Yeah.
WRFL 218.
Yeah, so you're getting it about the same as what I am.
Yeah, it's not doing.
But what's disgusting is if you go out towards like the west side of town, a mile, and you can get it, no problem. If we were up on Radio Hill, I could do it.
RU 226.
Radio Hill, I checked into it with a handheld.
WRQF.
Yeah, well, Radio Hill is also how high up in the air?
A lot higher.
Okay. Can't help it. You live down in a hole.
WRNT.
I've always lived down in a hole, unfortunately.
Yeah, but me, I'm sitting at
What, like 3,000 feet now?
687 feet.
And then the miniature cell tower, about 3,600 feet.
307 Unit 1, Brian N.
Unit 3, Colton N. Unit 4, Garrett N. Unit 5, Leona.
From Mount Holly Springs.
Hey, they snuck one in there.
There's all 5 of them.
Brian, Colton, Garrett, and Leona. WRAD 310.
Rad.
YX 334.
WQIX 334. Yeah.
WQIX 334.
I think he
Josh.
turns us down, so we can't mess him up.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
WREX 343.
Well, I kind of have to because I still hear my boom mic in my headphones. So
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's so
I still hear
hard when
myself talking.
RMW.
I don't know how singers do that, to where they can listen to themselves sing while they're doing that. It's like,
Yeah.
Jim in Ortana.
yeah, how do they do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
cool, Roger Beeb.
WRNC 362. WQF 399.
There's going to be a show behind Tom here in a matter of seconds.
Are you watching my poor cat?
We're going to have to blur that in a couple of seconds.
Jay and Cantel. No traffic. Good evening, everyone.
Tonight is going south
Thanks for
quite
checking in,
fast.
Have a good evening. WRKC 450.
RKC 450, Pat in West York, no comment.
So, but thanks for checking in, and you have a good evening as well. WRJX 478.
Here we go.
Got offended.
Here we go, Jim.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
See, I told you, I did look at it all.
512.
Can't operate different modes. Ready AMC. What?
You are
So can the 991. Has in-building cooling fans. Yeah. Go back up.
RCJ 532.
2532, Tim in Mechanicsburg, no traffic.
More affordable.
Tim, and thanks for checking in.
Very compact.
WQ8.
I don't know who wrote up the advantages, but the 991 can operate on Ready and all those. It does have built-in cooling fans.
Also has a touch screen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It has a smaller touch screen.
556, Leroy in St. Thomas, no traffic.
Figures you get in.
Leroy, and thanks for checking in. RCH 578.
I got in.
Okay, so the larger screen, I do agree. I do like the larger screen.
WRJK 590.
And the knob has the same tension control. I mean, it almost feels like the same radio, just
597.
difference between Dodge and Chevy.
So isn't
Yeah,
the 7300 got more SDR?
620.
What is it? Both models operate multi-mode operation. The 7300 operates on FM, AM, sideband, while the 991 runs on a bit more.
It doesn't say a bit more.
RAM
Yeah,
626.
it does. Right
Yeah.
there.
Where?
Well, yeah, there you go.
Oh,
RCB
But they
627.
said the advantage was that. Don't forget to get an Icom 9700 while you're buying radios.
Who said that?
Mike's Radio Repair. What is the Icom 9700?
it's
That's 2
dual
meter,
band.
it's 2 meter and 70 centimeter.
They look really beautiful when they sit next to each other.
Unit 1, Bob and Enola, and
Oh, okay.
REC 649, Unit
It's
2,
only
Kathy
$1,500.
And Kathy.
Pull the trigger, Tom.
RKD 658.
658, Andrew, Lower Island, no traffic.
Okay, I truly don't feel that is actually an equal
Hey, thank you,
apples to
Andrew.
apples
Thanks
on
for
that
checking
one.
in. WQY
Oh, it's not.
Did you see Mike's comment there? Biggest difference between the 991A and the 7300 is the 7300's lack of VHF UHF
Thank
capability
you, John.
and 23 centimeters.
WRNY 683.
What does the 991 do? 23 centimeter?
What is
7300.
what is 23 centimeters? Is that
RMS
gigahertz
712.
or 800?
WRMS 712, Tom and Shippensburg.
Yeah, it's the 1.2 gigahertz.
Okay. What the 991?
I had to look at my list.
Tom, and thanks for checking
No.
in.
Hey, I made it.
WRKF 728. RFT 732.
So while we're on here and Mike's commenting, Mike, what's comparing the 991A and the 7300? I don't even know where to go with the question because you want, it's not
Like, where
even
you going
apples
with
to
this one?
apples. I don't even know what to ask for the question.
769.
You know, if you go, which one's better, you know, there's going to be more questions coming
Oh,
back at you.
Okay, he was referencing the 9700 does the 23 centimeters.
Oh, that's right. Not the 7300.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the
that's
biggest,
the bigger one.
the biggest difference between the
800,
991 and the
51 to our
7300,
traffic
it doesn't
channel.
include the VHF UHF, and I think there's a little less filtering on it.
Mitch, thanks for checking in.
Both are very comparable radios.
ROA
It's
864.
what you prefer, and you know.
Yeah, and the seven,
I'm with you, Tom. That's part of the reason why I went with the 891.
866.
One of the reasons was I didn't need 2 meters in UHF. I really didn't care about it because I didn't have much interaction with it.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Really?
Yeah.
WRMI
Other than the repeaters, like
867.
I have 2 meter sideband sitting here. Let's see. Yeah, I have 2-meter sideband, and
RDK 915.
you know, big deal. I mean, how often do I use it? I don't. I mean, the only thing that I have really interest on, and that's on 2 meters and 440, is the Fusion. The System Fusion is the only thing that I really intrigued me. I really liked it. But,
DJ 976.
you know, it sounds a lot better than DMR, I can tell you that.
K976.
Yeah,
Well,
my
if
brother
you're in a hole, 440 is no good where you are.
440 is no good anywhere. I don't have the funding to put up a miniature cell tower. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. Wait. Oh, where was it? There was somebody selling a 50-foot tower for like $900 in Ohio, I think it was.
$900 on a 50
That's-
footer?
That's out of Jim's price range. He's looking for free.
Yeah, well.
If it's not spelled with the 4 magical letters, FRE, yeah, E, yeah, FRE.
Yeah, just like it's spelled just like you spell Yaesu.
Yeah, the WAZU.
Do so now.
This is WRTB 627, Dave and Laurel Lake. Hi to everybody. Hi, John.
Hi, Dave.
Hi,
Hello,
Dave.
Thanks for checking in. Anybody else, new, late, or missed? Please check in
So
now.
Mike on the chat here said if you don't want VHF UHF, then he suggests the 7300.
Late to the party.
So if you want the Fusion and the Wires X and UHF VHF, then
And you
the
know what? And
991 it's good with that.
Right.
If you
Well,
don't
here's
care
my
about
thing.
Anybody
I'm
else,
not going to
new,
use
late, or
it.
missed?
It's like having extra stuff that's just going to sit there. I'm really not probably going to use it.
Now what's the price difference between the two?
Only about
Hey,
$100,
Brian,
I think.
Thanks for checking in.
Let me see.
You see, I mean, I'm kind of old school. You might be different, but like everyone goes for these different filters and different things like that on the spectrum. You know, I don't use half the filters in this radio that it's capable of doing. Like I am so used to just
no comment.
You know, listening to the sound and enciphering it out through,
Ryan.
Listening to it.
Thank you for checking in. Anybody else, new, late, or missed?
Like we were playing radios the other day, and Josh has got this filter on, and everything. I'm like, I don't even use that. Like,
Yeah, I usually don't either. I would just did it to
call for any
play
new, late, or
around.
missed
yeah,
stations.
I didn't even know it
Round
existed
of
until you told
comments.
me that it was there.
So,
Yeah,
let's go
normally
back
into it.
inning
Yeah,
and
normally I
see
use my
what
headphones
Doug
so I
and
don't have to
Sandy
worry
might have
about
up
even
this
messing with
week.
filters. But
WRFL 218. Go for
Here's
it.
your
WRFL 218, this is Doug.
either one you look at.
Camping last week, and it was first time.
They both end up at about $1,000. They got them on rollback. This is HRO. 995 or 99.95 after rebate, and the same thing over here, same price.
Cleared out our.
You're gonna rebate till the end of the year for $100 mail on rebate.
Christmas.
And
So
how much is
Still-
the
outside. We haven't put
what you call it?
the 991A,
Yeah.
that's 1,169 or something.
That's our next project.
Okay, so it's not too far off in price.
No, it's
either way.
not. The
Other than that,
price
that's it.
between the two of them,
And it does HF and 6.
All exciting for sure.
I mean, the larger screen, the sampling, the water flow, and stuff like that.
Oh, here you go.
It's a
1,000.
991.
Yeah, 1,169.
Excellent.
I mean, there's it's
Okay,
definitely got cool
thanks,
features. I
Doug.
mean, there's plus sides and
Moving on now to
downsides.
Chris
It's
in
just,
Dillsburg, WRN.
Yeah.
you know,
Like I said,
88. Your comment.
I just got to figure out who I want to buy it from.
D288, just
for,
wanted to say hello
Mike
to
said for
everybody out
receiving
tonight.
very weak sideband signals,
Enjoying
I
all
always
weather, and I'm
use
almost
the
done with
advanced
yard work.
filtering on my
Getting
HF
closer.
rigs.
Anyway, that's all I have tonight. Back to net control.
What is that on the
Hey, Chris.
7300?
Getting that all
I think
done
he's just talking about in general,
soon.
Oh,
where it mentions like I don't use the
Alrighty, Brian
filters.
and Family WREK 30.
What HF rigs are you using, Mike?
Anything you'd like to add?
He's got one of every.
He's got the Kenwood 990X.
I'm gonna second what my dad said.
Mike's radio repair. He is very well experienced in the radios.
Drink your coffee and whatnot, but it was a nice warm day today.
Hey, I got a question for you, Jim. Is that place still out by Route 30?
It gets cold again, so.
There's a radio repair right out.
Compros?
Yeah, I think that's the one. Compros.
Yeah, they're still there.
I haven't been there in a while.
Family and parents.
I just had a.
Excuse me, we're able to.
I won't. Can't talk about it.
This past weekend. Hey, Josh, WQYX.
Did you see Mike's response?
Easier to ask what he doesn't have.
Good to hear from you.
What my suggestion
It'll be a
you ought to
QIX.
do?
Or Corning got bumped to next week, so I'll actually leave.
You ought to.
Thursday next week.
You ought to put a message out on the Facebook and see if there's any of the locals here that has the 7300 that you can check
if
out.
everything goes well. If we run into
Well,
problems,
Jim, do me a favor. Well, Jim,
I'll,
buy one. I'll
actually be
check
able
it
to
out
make
from
the,
you,
dinner
and
this
then we'll.
weekend, so I'm looking forward to that.
I'll buy the 991 and then you can check that
Not a
out.
whole
No
lot
problem.
else going on.
Oh,
so
good.
go ahead and throw it
But
back
you
in.
spelled it wrong. It's ICOM.
Thank you, Josh.
I can't say what I'm thinking. We're live.
Glad you got a delay there so that you can join us for the dinner on Sunday. Great.
But that would be the only recommendations.
I know.
I mean, get a good feel for the radio because if you're gonna take the dive once, you might as well get something that you're gonna be definitely happy with. I think you're gonna like either one.
Good evening, everybody. I haven't even.
Well, like I said, I originally liked the 991. I looked at it. I did. Then I did a little more research and thought about what I actually wanted and what I needed.
Working again tonight. He works a lot of
So, yeah, we're going back and, this is why I do research before just jumping in and buying the first thing that strikes my fancy.
Well,
I did the same thing when I was looking, Tom, but I didn't have 2 meter and 70 centimeter at home yet, other than a handheld.
Yeah.
So for me, and I
It was
also
worth it, yeah.
Yeah, and I looked at it from the point, if I'm going camping, it's nice to have everything all in one unit that I can grab and go.
Exactly. I understand that. For me, again, I don't go camping or anything else. Right now, I got the handheld. I got the Redibus handheld hooked up to the antenna in the car.
Another thought to this. Say you go do your own field day or something, just using that as an example. It ties up the radio when you're on UHF and VHF. So if you run dual radios, then you can have your 2 meter on with a talking station or like, hey, where you guys at? Yeah, I'm over here this side or whatever. And then you can still have your HF uninterrupted. So there is an advantage to having them split.
Well, again, like I said, if necessary, I got the Zygu that I can throw in the car. It's 20 watts, but you know what? I've run 20 watts and I've been hitting all across the country with it on voice. And again,
Josh hit somebody down in Georgia on 5.
Yeah,
and that was cool.
Yeah, so like I said, I mean,
you ought to have
if I need to throw them in the car, I can do it.
It all comes down to the antenna. How resonant is that antenna and how, well tuned it is to how well it's going to work.
Well, again, if I throw the long wire in with the Unun that I built, I have a roll of 500. I got the roll of 500 foot 14 gauge wire.
Make a sloper out of it.
Exactly. I can transmit on anything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that right there would do you fine, and then
for making the weather so beautiful the last 2 days.
The only thing I would think of is that if there's something that would do a better job for that price.
A family member.
I don't think so. They are not for that price.
But on
Do you look at Kenwood by chance? Like I haven't really shopped.
Hey Jim, by the way, I forgot to tell you. Also with that antenna, I got my
T connectors.
Oh. Battle with his renal system for probably 15 years. Having to get.
So now I
that
got.
Sounds like Dave.
But yeah, that's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Done, weekly, Anyway, so that was a little bit of a downer anyway, but we know he's in a better place, and that's cool. Yeah, I managed to get my leaf blower out and start to blow some of these leaves off, because if I don't, the next thing I know, I got funny green stuff growing everywhere. More.
You put yours in the street over there, Jim?
So I got to continue that battle.
No.
The RCP 627.
He blows them to the one side of his yard and they get washed away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Can't do that. You get me in trouble that way.
They just fall there
with
naturally.
the truck.
Well, hey, Tom, check out this radio for 3000.
Oh yeah, which one? I'm the Kenwood TS-890S.
Well, the Icom 7610. The
Oh, yeah.
HL6 100-watt SDR transceiver.
Bob and
Oh, that's
Kathy,
a nice one.
WRAC
Bring it up.
649. What's your comments?
Share your screen, Jim.
I wanna.
He's working on it.
I can't. I'll have to do this afterwards.
Not
Okay.
a whole lot here.
Otherwise, it'll screw up the live.
Joe doesn't have any.
Yeah,
okay.
he's got too much going on
A lot
back
of
there.
work there at the farm this past weekend, and I guess Joe was holding down the lawn chair.
Yeah, I was looking at. I just took a quick look at Kenwood's. Yeah, they're out of the price range.
Hopefully, I was hoping.
And also,
the stuff we
Sorry,
did.
Mike was asking you, Josh, what you're doing with the T connectors.
Yeah, I'm answering him here.
Doing all that stuff there.
I figured I'd just put in the comment.
Other than that, I hope to see everybody.
yeah, I was looking at the Kenwoods and I'm like,
So
yeah.
here's the information about the dinner this weekend if anybody's interested when Kathy comes on.
49 units too. Yeah, just like they were saying, don't forget our dinner this Sunday at 2 o'clock at Hoss's. Everybody's welcome. Wives, family members, kids. It's going to be in Mechanicsburg at the Hoss's at 2 o'clock on Sunday.
I thought that was last week.
South Central PA GMRS group. You get on it, ask to join it, I'll make you join, be a member of it. That's pretty much all I have to say. Back to you, John.
Kathy, very good. Yep, looking forward to it. And for those of you that aren't familiar with that, Hoss's, here's for your GPS. Just put in 61 Gettysburg Pike.
Now I know where that's at.
Gettysburg zip code for Hoss's. They have a couple zip codes, but that one is 17055.
Replace the one you have to Jim.
Okay, 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I just
61
fixed
Gettysburg.
Stupid autocorrect.
I was looking at that going, what?
John in Parksburg, Chester County, WQY.
That's right. He kept wanting to change Jim to him. So
Well, here
You
go.
folks should know better
Wait.
than that.
Jim's not a him?
How about the Icom 7851?
Oh, good Lord.
Which one's that?
$12,565.
I myself actually.
How much?
12,000.
Trying to get them up because
Good
I
Lord.
too that price.
Yeah. I got one here, the
What's that?
Kenwood TS-990S, HF 6-meter base, 7,329.
Jim, is that a transceiver or is that just a receiver?
No, that's the full work.
Because Icom makes one that's just a receiver. It's like 12, 13 grand.
Hopefully, see you this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah,
this,
Jim.
this is fully loaded.
Jim, you didn't answer my thing the other day. I asked you about that 65 grand to buy that setup.
Well,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what?
Sure. I get right to that
Art
one.
called into work, and then you and Eileen
I
will
should send that to Josh. He'd get a kick out of that.
send the dinner.
What's that?
Okay.
Oh, I sent Jim a
Bobby,
message about borrowing 65 grand to buy a repeater setup. Actually, it was a whole setup.
728. Your comment.
Cabinets, 3 different computers. Yeah, it was a complete radio setup.
Not a whole lot going on.
Jim said he couldn't do it. He can only afford like half of that. So
But otherwise, no, not a whole lot going on here. Watching the leaf come down and get my weekend chore all prepped and ready to go. But enjoying the weather. Mother Nature might be offering.
Oh yeah, it's the Icom R9500
oh, there it is.
Right for this.
is $14,289. It does 5 kilohertz to
I'll get it back to net.
3,335 megahertz commercial grade desktop receiver.
There to
Hey,
your
Tom,
comment,
check the
I have a considerable number
Here it is.
of them changed.
Here we
but,
go.
I sent you a link, Tom.
Yes, it has. 'Cause
Yeah, hang on.
I was explaining last week, stopping some of them is not easy. But you just let them wind down.
It might be a little bit.
Here you
more
go, Jim.
complex now.
This is what I was looking at. The Motorola Centricom UHF SmartNet trunking system, 5 channel. It's only $65,000.
Far enough that people will like, oh,
Yeah.
you're right. But anyway, let's press on.
Come on now. Look at that. Look at that.
So let's go to Curly. WQWE866. Go for it, Curly.
Come on now. We could afford that if we put all our money together. Probably all our money, but
Just say we're going to need about 647 more people. Each give $10.
Yeah, somebody.
Mike said you need an expert electronics.
Doing well, and yeah, you should know what time.
NB1 Prime.
1 o'clock, right?
Gaming level computer builder.
Anyways, thanks for taking the net, and we'll raise.
Well, we can play games on the computer. Since when?
Hey, that all sounds very good. All right, thanks, Curly.
Oh, 6,400, huh? Oh my God!
Ask for any new stations. Now, don't be bashful. I bet there's some folks out there been listening for a long time and just haven't come forward.
Okay.
Any new stations late or missed?
Here you go, Jim.
Come on, go for it.
9th generation CPU with DDR4 memory.
My friend WRNW360 checked in. I really appreciate it. Got a little late on here on my way to work.
Okay, if you got this, you got some bragging rights. You got some money to burn on
ready
that.
for this whole pandemic to be over, and of course, ready for the
Yeah, he wrote, no, it has a computer built into the radio, a high performance computer.
It is a computer. It's an SDR radio. Wow.
What's that? That 65,000?
Yeah, 6,500. No, 6,500 bucks.
Anybody else, new, late, or missed?
Here, I'll put it in chat.
The Flex 6400 you want?
No, this one's different. This is NSI communication.
I was trying to get in before, but
This is the one that Mike from Mike's Radio Repair suggested.
Yeah.
by mistake, and I went crazy over there. So I'm trying to get in. With the,
Oh, hello. That's got a nice big screen.
Yeah, it does.
Oh
Yeah, I can see that.
I can kind of see what you're wanting to get after. You
I'm
want
hearing
the
you
big,
otherwise very plainly.
the big screen with the water flow and the interface to it. I think I'm seeing what you're wanting to get at.
Well, a big good evening to you.
Am I right on that?
Oh yeah.
Sunday.
You
Like
want
also, I
you want something
happen to
flashy?
like the idea.
Would like to
No,
check
it's not that I want something flashy, but to be honest,
to be fair,
yes, I knew that was coming.
to be fair, okay.
To be far.
Was that the end of the net?
408. That's
Calling for
Anthony
any later
Rogers,
missed.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
But it's just the
Call me in.
ease, like I said, the
Okay,
ease of
very good.
use
Mike, do you have any comments?
of the screen.
Well, here's the SDR QRP HF6 SDR transceiver. It's a 5-watt though, and it's sold out. Tag that into a nice HF amplifier, and you got a nice setup.
Oh, that NSI is assembled in Russia.
Well, that was the other thing I was talking to when I was talking to my brother the other night. He's like, "Well, why don't you just buy an amplifier for the
Okay,
Zygu?
well,
If I'm going to pay
that
that kind of money for the
Definitely.
amplifier for a Zygu,
and if you hang
I might as
on
well just
here,
buy a 100-watt radio
closed.
because
Well,
most of those amplifiers are about that price."
I thought they were coming out with a monitor output or something on
Thanks,
that
Anthony.
radio.
No, you might be thinking of the GSOC.
Would like to check in. Please
I
do so.
think so.
Yeah, the GSOC. Yeah, that's the next gen on the Zygu.
RND 991.
And actually, that's the hook in. It hooks into the G90. It's just a bigger, basically, it's a bigger screen. That's all.
Right.
Further on
Because that radio you got already has, I thought, a built-in water flow and stuff. It just has a really small screen for it.
It does, yeah. And the only thing, like I said, is it runs max 20 watts.
Right.
I'm curious to know now what I would hit if I used maybe 30 watts.
Anybody else new?
Especially with the antenna setup I got, thanks to Jim. I mean, my brother still has not got his antenna up in the air.
We're just going to take a trip to California and help him out.
If I'm taking a trip to California, there will be no more
Alrighty, Josh, got you here.
There'll be no more what?
California. It'll be an island. It'll be an island. It'll be there. It'll just be an island unto itself.
Anybody else?
It's halfway there already.
I was going to say, they're kind of supporting their own. Preload powered.
JC 276 scanner from Dallas now. No comment.
That sounds like somebody new.
Could you repeat that again? Didn't quite catch your call sign there.
WRJC 276.
Mike's got a point. If it's got an IF output, you could run a cheap SDR for fancy water flow output onto your computer with the Zygu.
There's actually a mod you can do for the 991 as well to put an SDR inside of it. You replace the USB hub inside with a 3-port instead of a dual port, and then you can plug an SDR into the third USB port inside, and you just connect it in with your antenna, and then that'll show up as an SDR on your PC. So you can get your waterfall and everything on your PC that way.
Okay, well, at 9:32 and a half, this concludes the weekly net of the South Central Pennsylvania GMRS group. Thank you for all of you who participated. Our next network check-in will be Wednesday, November 17th. And our next get-together will be this coming Sunday, November 14th at Haas's. That's at 61 Gettysburg Pike, and the zip for Haas's is 17055. Okay, the repeaters now return to its normal use. This is John Riddlesberger, WRBW 501. Thanks, everyone, and have a productive, enjoyable week. Take care.
All right. Well,
hi, John.
You heard them. Everyone have a good, productive, enjoyable week. If you want to join the band of misfit ham operators that we have going on here, please send me a message. Let me know.
I fit in perfectly. I'm not a misfit. I refuse.
Oh, you are a misfit.
Yeah, some people had to go ruin it.
I was tested. My doctor said I'm normal.
Right.
Test results to prove it.
Who was that, Dr. Pepper?
So this weekend is the dinner up at Mechanicsburg Haas's. If you guys want to join, please. If you can find us on Facebook, give Kathy a shout to let her know that you plan to come, just so we can make sure we have enough table seats to go around, so you're not sitting on the floor.
Or let any of us here know, and we can pass it along.
That too. So, if you guys got any questions, want to jump in or anything like that, hey, please feel free to get a hold of us. Other than that, 7-3's Internet, you have a great night. We'll catch you guys later.
Bye, YouTube.
It's always got to be one.